Ladies and gentlemen, you got Flying Solo here coming at you with a Marvel Solo Champions League game, Season 14, Episode 3? Absorbing Man on standard difficulty. I prefer to play on expert, but, don't want to toot my own horn, but anyway, it's Absorbing Man on standard, and we've selected Kitty Pryde from the heroes available. We could have been Gamora, we could have been Miles Morales, but instead we've included them both in our decks as allies, which is part of the rules. Thematically, Miles kind of sucks because it's the protection one, so hopefully Gamora and Miles will make it just for thematic purposes, but I don't know, whatever. Okay, so first, Absorbing Man. Of course, he has the trait of each environment in play, and he's going to start with one of his environments from the top of the deck. So the Abandoned Facility. That doesn't sound very pleasant. And it is metal, so if he makes an undefended attack, we're going to discard a resource from our hand. And we are, of course, playing as Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat. Win, lose, or draw, whatever happens here, that's our result. So, of course, she has selective intangibility, so she can ignore Guard and Patrol and Crisis Icons, but I don't think that's going to come up in this scenario. But, of course, her big power is the Solid Form, which she can exhaust this to generate a red resource for an attack or defensive event, and then we may flip to phased form. While we're in phased form, we don't take any damage when we're defending, and after we defend once, we must flip back to solid form. So we're running protection with her. Gonna draw 6. Hard to ignore, that's good. Quick shift, good. Colossus, her boyfriend. I guess they're gonna get to kissing. Oh, Phase and Confused, such a great card. Okay, hero form only. Why isn't this in bold? Why isn't it a hero action? Oh, because it's an upgrade. It's a little confusing. I think we're going to have to let that go and get the X-Jet in play. We definitely don't want this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. X-Jet, just to set us up for the future. Then we're going to play hard to ignore. My table's got a little... and keeping quick shift. Of course, we're going to win, no doubt, against Absorbing Man, but we want to do it kind of as quick as we can. So maybe I should have been a little more aggressive, because the score is going to be based on rounds and health and other such things. Should I keep the quick shift? I could completely block his attack. I suppose I will. I'll flip and I'll attack him. So let's get moving. He's down to 12. And we're going to ready and end our turn. 1, 2, 3, a tackle, a deft focus, a Shadowcat surprise, and Professor Charles Xavier. So he is going to attack, and we'll go quick shift. That's going to flip us to phased, so we can take no damage. So the first thing is he is going to add one here. Sorry, and this will be round 1, 1 delay counter. I'm used to playing by myself, so I'm going to make a lot of order errors, as I tend to rush a bit. But anyway, no need for that today. We're going to defend in phased form. So he attacks for 1, 2, 3, 4. If he has ice or metal, give him tough. So he, of course, is tough because we're at the metal abandoned facility. Phased form switches back to solid form, and he's tough. And we'll take our encounter card. It's Electro. Oh boy, right away Electro comes. Huh? That's bad for us, of course. Of course it's bad. Oh, and we were hard to ignore, so we'll go down to 2 threat, as we took no damage. Okay, so that's exhausted. We're exhausted. Man, this is... Okay, so should I switch to... He's tough. Maybe he's going to win. 3, I can get 5 on Electro this turn. Xavier? Confuse a villain, stun a minion, ready an X-Man. 1, we're going to play, but if I play Deft Focus, I can have that for the rest of the game. Only for superpowers, though. 1. Tough decision. Why would it have to be Electro? I'm going to play Xavier. I think that's the best thing to do. I don't know why I think it's the best thing to do, but I just think it's the best thing to do. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm wasting this resource. Well, it's done. So I'm going to stun Electro. So after he attacks, I'm going to have to discard a card from the encounter that can take indirect damage for each boost icon. And I'm going to thwart this down to 0. And I'm going to pass the turn, putting a damage and readying up and going to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Now, Absorbing Man is going to attack. And first, we're going to put one here and go to 2 delay counters. And now Absorbing Man is going to attack, and we are going to defend. Attacking for 2. We're going to use a defense event. So we'll use this, and we'll pay for Never Back Down, so we get +2 defense. And we'll also use Desperate Defense. So we'll go to 6 defense, and we'll be able to ready and stun him. Wait, but don't we want to use Xavier to block? Well, not anymore because of this. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do this. What else can we do this turn? Play the Night Nurse? Like, he attacks for 2, no boost. So we ready. He's stunned. Electro goes to attack and we'll remove his stun, so we'll take an encounter card. The villain and each minion attack you, so he'll lose his stun. And now it goes to our turn. And Xavier is gone. He's like, peace. You can deal with this yourself, kitty. I've trained you, so that's all. So we've got to get rid of Electro, so we're going to hit him for 2. And we're going to play the Night Nurse with 3 medical counters. Just use these. And then we're going to play 1, 2 attack event, deal 3 damage to Electro, ready our hero, and finish Electro off. So that's 6. And after our attack, we're going to flip to phased form 4. So we're going a little slow here. We're going a little slow against the Absorbing Man. He's going to go to 2. We're going to enter round 3, and our board is looking a little better, but this is not great. Readying up and taking 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tackle, Phased Strike, Phased and Confused, Kitty's Room, and Hard to Ignore again. So we're in phase. We're going to defend for 2, 3, 4, and discard 3 cards from the counter deck. Power Drain. 1, 2, 3. We take no damage, of course, because we're phased. So we flip back to solid. We use Hard to Ignore, and that's going to put that back down to 1. Okay, and we're going to take an encounter card. Omnimorph Duplication. So he has the metal trait, so he gives tough status and heals 1 damage. He's already tough, so he will go up to 13 health. Okay, so it's our turn. Okay, so we're going to... Should we play another Hard to Ignore? That would pretty much end the threat from the scheme. One, 2, 3, and we won't have enough to do another one. So many 3-cost cards, because we can only choose 1, but he's tough. So it's very... One, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to use... This is annoying. We can't do any of the attacks, so we have to use Phased and Confused because he's tough. So we're going to put Phased and Confused on him. Of course, next time he would attack, he's going to be stunned instead. And we'll jump Kitty's Room and put down Hard to Ignore. And we're going to flip. No, we're not. We're going to stay in this form. And we're going to ready. So we have 2 Hard to Ignore. We're going to stay in solid form. And we're going to be up so we can fight him. There's X-Mansion, Mutant Education, Miles Morales, Phase Strike, and a Quick Shift. So he goes to attack. First, he's going to put 1 here and 1 here. He goes to attack, but instead he is confused. So there's that. He's still tough. Now our encounter card. Again, he gets a tough status, but he can't. He already has 1, and he heals. So you've got the full health, but that's 2 tough statuses he missed out on. So good for us. Okay. Well, we're going to get the tough off of him. And we're going to flip. Or should we? Wait. So I want to play the X-Mansion so we can play the Mutant Education. Can we get the Phase Strike too? 1, 2, 3, Phase Strike. 1, 2, X-Mansion. Let's just fight him. Let's just fight him. Forget about the X-Mansion. It's too late. 1, attack event. 2. Sorry, Miles, but we can't afford you. 3, Phase Strike. So he takes 6. He's down to 8. And we're going to flip to phased form. No, we're going to stay in solid form. We actually are going to flip because he's confused. And we're going to drop the X-Mansion. We can get another Mutant Education next turn, maybe. Okay, so now it's his turn. This will go to 3. And this is round 5. Gosh, it's taking forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, we ready everything up. See, I told you, I'm really bad with the orders, but I'm trying my best. Okay, he's confused, so we just take an encounter card. Steel Kick, Alter Ego. Place 2 threat on the main scheme. 3 if it's metal. He is metal, so he puts the scheme to 6 with his big kick, somehow. So it's our turn. We have Mutant Education, which we're going to play right now, and shuffle 2 back into the deck. So I'm going to shuffle Phase Strike and Quick Shift back in, and then draw a card, since we do have the X-Mansion. Now we have Unflappable, drawing a card. Oh, it's Gamora. Okay, we got to play her. I'm going to flip. This is for only attack or defend, which we don't have, so we can forget it. Well, we do have a defense here. Well, we have to put Unflappable in. Or do we? Yeah, we'll put Unflappable down. Looks like we're going for a long game. 1, 2, 3. Gamora. Okay. Sorry, Angel. And we're going to use Gamora to attack. He's going to go down to 6. And we're going to thwart down to 4. And we're going to discard cards till an event card comes. That's the first one we got was an event, but we still cannot play an attack. So we are going to be stuck on solid form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ending our turn, readying up. 5, and we're going around 6. He's still on phase 1 with 6 health remaining. So he's going to attack us. And we are going to use Quick Shift to put us in phased form. You know what? When your hero defends, we have to defend. So we're going to go to defend. That I think this works like this. When your enemy attacks. I don't know the timing of this, so we're going to use Quick Shift. Whatever, we'll just use Quick Shift to go to phased form. And we'll block. I was going to do the ready. When your hero defends against an attack. Well, I can now, I guess, so. But I have to pay the resource. I'll use the X-Jet to use Desperate Defense, so I can just ready my hero. So the attacks for 2 plus 2 is 4. We take nothing because we're in phased form. Lucky is not in play. We're ready. And we'll draw a card from Unflappable and 2 threat from the main scheme as we did not take any damage. Okay, and we're ready. Yes. So now our encounter card is Swinging Strike. He attacks, and if he has Stone Trade, he has +1 attack. So he does not have Stone Trade. And we are back in solid form. But we have never back down, so we're going to defend again. And we're going to use this to play Never Back Down. We're going to go to 4 defense, and if we take no damage, we'll stun him. Okay, yeah, he got 1, 2, no defense, no boost, so he's stunned. Instead, he reveals the Snowy Hillside, so he's at the snow level now. I don't know why I called it a level. Okay. And that's our turn. So we are going to attack him with Gamora and take an event. So upgrade, event, Shadowcat Surprise. That's actually great. So Gamora. Chris Gamora gets to discard a card from the top until we have an event card every time she attacks. We're completely tapped out, but we are going to use these 2 to play. Should I just play Lockheed? I mean, it's cooler. No, I have to. Yeah, whatever. I'll play Shadowcat Surprise, deal 3 damage to him. 1, 2, 3. He's down to 2. And now we're ready Shadowcat, and we will hit him again. And that's going to finish phase 1. So he goes to number 2. So that is going to put Super Absorbing Power in play. Is it in the discard pile? No, so we have to go through the deck. Right on the bottom. Super Absorbing Power is going to give him all 4 traits, and it's going to have 3 threat on it. So let's get some threat tokens. 1, a 2. Here comes 3. Drop something on the floor. My cat will get that later, no doubt. Super Absorbing Power. So he has now metal, wood, stone, ice, crystal, and... Okay, now our encounter card. No. What am I... Okay, yeah. Now he's going to go to 15 health. Sorry, I got a little turned around. So this is his final form. It's still our turn. Lucky you didn't make it. Okay, Lockheed's still in our hand. So we're done. We just played... I'm going to go to face form and ready everything up. So this is going to be round 7. 4 on the main scheme. He now has 2 threat. I didn't think I'd get to 8 rounds against this guy, actually. Readying. And drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are going to have to take 2 encounter cards as we are through our deck. Readying. We're in phased form, so we're taking no damage this turn. So we're going to put 5. No, we just did that. 4, yeah. We just did that. He's going to attack. We're going to defend. Okay. So we could get Spider-Man just for the thematic victory here. Anyway, defending, he attacks for 2, plus 1, plus if he has stone or wood. I am stunned. He does not. He is at the snowy hillside. So we remove 2 from the main scheme with Hard to Ignore and draw a card with Unflappable. And it is another Mutant Education. Okay. Yeah. It's our... Alright. Taking our encounter card. He attacks again. Gosh. We're going to have to just take it. We're just going to take it. So 2, 3, and discard 3 cards from the encounter deck. 1, 2, 3. So we're going down to 6, and he is going to reveal 2 encounter cards this turn as we've cycled through our deck. You are stunned. If he has ice, take 2 indirect damage. I'm going to take it on myself, so we're down to 4 and stunned. He is pushing this now. Wait, he did have the other trait. Wait a second. Well, we were stunned anyway. It was a stun. I forgot he has all 4 traits from the Super Absorbing Power. Okay, the villain schemes. So 2 plus... Now we're at the Rocky Outcrop, but that doesn't matter because he's got everything. Okay, the main scheme goes to 4. We're exhausted and stunned. Great. We're still going to get him. We're back in solid. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to play the phase strike and hit him for 6. And that is going to bring him to 9. 9. Just 9. Oh no, we're stunned. We can't do that. What am I doing? I'm going to get all that back. Put him back to 15. We're exhausted and stunned. Gosh, this stinks. What am I... Oh, I'm going to use the Night Nurse to heal and discard the stun. Yes, of course. So we'll go up to 5. The stun is gone. Then we will 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the phase strike. 9. So there we go. We just needed a little bit of extra brain power this turn. Now we're going to use Gamora to bring him to 7. Her last stand. And she's going to discard until we get an event card. And it's Mutant Education again. Should we bring Spider-Man in just for fun? I believe we will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll bring in Miles. So he only activates on Web Warrior cards, but I just wanted him to be here. I didn't think I'd actually get them both into the game. He's going to attack for 2. Absorberman's going to go down to 5. And we're going to pass our turn. Yeah. We're going to pass. We're going to flip. And pass. Okay. just putting that to 5 and 8 delay counters. So this is round 8. This should be the last round. He's only got 5 health left. But we'll see. I wanted to make sure I draw an attack card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a Shadowcat Surprise. That should be, could be good enough. Okay, so he schemes. 1, 2. And if there are 5 or more counters on the main scheme, taken in direct damage. So it goes to 7. And now the encounter card is place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme, if no threat was placed this way. So that adds 4. It's at 11 out of 12. Oh my gosh. And it goes back to our turn where we will finish him. So let's see the best way to do this. Let's take a heal. We'll go to 7. And we'll use the Night Nurse to go to 8. Just want to get our full health if we can. We'll flap. And we will pay 1, 2 to use Shadowcat Surprise, deal 3 damage to him, go down to 2, and we'll ready our hero. He's at 2, so 1, 2, 3, we're going to play Professor Xavier. Oh, I'm going to first thwart down to 9, then play Professor X to ready X-Men character, and then X will thwart down to 6. Shadowcat will thwart down to 4. And then Spider-Man, Miles Morales, will get the last blow against Absorbing Man, bringing him down to 0 and ending the game. So we actually... It was hairy there for a second, no doubt. But we pulled off a pretty good, except for the 8 rounds. We had 1 health left on Spider-Man and 2 health left on Xavier, which is going to count for our score, and 8 health on us. So thank you for watching. If there's anything you want to see me do... within reason, just leave a comment, do the subscribe. I did mean in the game, with the game. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or don't. Leave a comment or don't. It's up to you. You can live your own life the way you want to. Goodbye.